Welcome back, people, to another trade recap, and in today's video I'm going to be going over how I am down a total of $906 on the day, which occurred from me taking 2 losses and 1 break even. In this video I'm just going to be going over how I fished out a daily bias, how I screwed myself in the midst of finding a bias, and let's just get straight into today, because I'm definitely not proud of it, but I can learn a lot from it in some cases. So executions wise, you can see I didn't really overtrade on the day. I'm down a total of $450 on 2 accounts. I bought the market here. Was it a mistake? Probably. Was it favored in my bias? 100%. I bought again in this chop. Could I have avoided it? 100%. I bought again here. Wanted to see a continuation higher, got stopped out at break even. It is what it is. Like, today's price action was not fun. It was not consistent. It was not clear where the charts were going to move to. So instead of me going and trading these accounts away, which I practically am gonna do anyway, because I've got no buffer in them at all, because I've just taken so many bloody losses, I decided to give myself another trading day on them. So hopped off the markets here, not trading for the rest of the day. This is what the track record's looking like on these accounts. On both of them, by the way. Both of them. It is horrific. Loss, loss, loss. Break even. Loss, 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 loss. Break even. Loss, loss, loss. Break even. It is disgusting what has been going on in these accounts. We're down $1,600 on both of the accounts. We've got $390 to play with. I mean, boy, is it going to be fun tomorrow, because it's a make or break day. But as you can see, today is the 3rd day in a row where I've completely screwed myself on the markets. But anyway, I'm not going to carry on chatting shit. I'm just going to get straight into the mistakes I made today and how I fished out a bias in the first place. So if we go to the daily chart, if you've been watching price or you've just been trading in general for the past 10 days, you will see we have had the most insane buyer's market. Not one candle in the past 15 days has been bearish. It is fucking insane. Mind my language, it has been insane. Yesterday, I scouted out buys for the whole week. I called that we were going to buy each a day of the week individually. Did I make money on it? No, because I didn't have accounts for the first 3 days. And on the last 2 days, price was just not really going in my favor. But regardless, we're bullish on the high time frames. So what do I want to see on the low time frames? I want to see us be bullish. Head over to the 4-hour chart. We can see that there's a 4-hour for value gap from Friday's leg. We seem to be respecting it in the early mornings, in the earlier sessions pre to New York opening. For starters, why was I bullish today? Obviously, we're bullish on the high time frames. We're also in a no news Monday. Today is a no news Monday, and the characteristics behind a no news Monday is that price is going to continue in one direction. Obviously, no data gets released on a no news Monday, and that is why it's called a no news Monday. But a bit more detail into why price has got even more of a reason to continue in one direction is because there's no data release. That's how markets are traded. Markets are traded with data. When Trump says something good about the markets are going to pump. When Trump says they're going to bomb somewhere, markets will probably pump. The markets are reliant on news. And when there is a no news Monday or a no news day in general, price generates liquidity to be taken on a data release day. Like tomorrow is Tuesday. Price can easily generate a lot of sell side liquidity here, just so that Tuesday can come and take it all out tomorrow. That's just a prediction. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but likelihood and probability says majority of the time on a no news Monday, price continues in one direction. So we're bullish on the high time frames. We're holding a 4-hour for value gap. We're producing sell side liquidity, manipulating people into short in the market when we're buying. We're going to look for buys as soon as market opens. So Forgetting what I did on the charts and how I took my losses, opening up the morning, there is a 30-minute fair value gap below where price opens up. Now, part of today's analysis being bullish is that price is specifically trapping people into shorting the market when really we're longing it. On the daily print, we can see that price has been bullish the whole day. On the high time frames, price is still bullish. What do I want to see in the markets? I want to see people get trapped into shorting the market. So as soon as markets open right here, price produces a massive wick. Price then shits the bed. It sweeps out this 5-minute low. It closes below this 1-minute change in state delivery over here. What is this showing us on the charts? This is showing us that price is displacing to the downside, but is also getting bought up. So as soon as I see that there's a big 1-minute fair value gap here, price has rebalanced to the downside. It has respected this rejection block. It has put in an SMT. It has swept out internal lows. I want to see price get bought up to the upside. Now, one mistake I made in this was layering into the trade when I really didn't need to. I increased my risk without having any good reason to. But I bought the market around here, aiming for my break even to be the top of this wick and my full take profit to be previous day high. If we go to the 30-second time frame, my analysis said that if we're going to be bullish, we're going to completely incinerate this leg of price, which we did. We got our closure above it, and we're just going to carry on buying up. We're not going to retrace into this 1-minute fair value gap, because if we do, the sellers have won that move. If we retrace into this fair value gap after we've produced this kind of displacement leg, we're not seeing enough buys in the markets, and that kind of skews my trade idea or my analysis. So I buy the market here, price comes to the downside here, it retraces to the upside. Just forget that actually. I got stopped out on this wick, which was unfortunate, but it is what it is. So trade number 2 comes along, price ends up rebalancing into this 30-minute fair value gap. We put in an S&T with ES, yeah, obviously ES, because I don't watch YM. We also reject tapping into this 15-minute fair value gap. If you go to the 50-minute time frame, we can see that there is a clear 50-minute fair value gap right here. What is my analysis going into the day? Price is going to be bullish whilst trapping people into the selling the market. So this aligns with me perfectly. Price has rebalanced into a 30-minute fair value gap. It has put in an S&T with a 30-minute fair value gap. It has rejected sweeping out this sell side liquidity level being the 50-minute fair value gap. And what is it doing now? It is manipulating people into shorting the market when really we're just going to be longing. That is exactly what I did wrong. I was reliant on price doing what I wanted it to do. I entered in a chop. I didn't wait for displacement. I pulled my trade early because I was so unconfident and anxious it wouldn't work out. That trade failed. Price then swept into the 15-minute fair value gap. It rejected to the upside, holding the S&T, holding the 30-minute fair value gap. I didn't get an entry here, or here, or here. I got an entry at the top of the chart. I was literally going in with full size, 20 micros. My break-even point was the opening gap range. Unfortunately, we got broke even on this trade, and that marks the end to a great day on the markets where I am just one single step closer to blowing both of these Express accounts, which I have been dying to get on. So, man, I'm really screwing myself up right now on the markets. Am I following my rules in the midst of it? Yeah. But am I in a position where I can survive without being on an Express account? I wouldn't really say so, but yeah, man, these are just problems you're going to have in trading. I mean, are the markets always going to go in your way? No. If you can master where the market's going to go to, all that you need to do is find an entry, and that's kind of the spot I'm in right now. I'm just trading the high time frames. If I get screwed in the midst of it, I get screwed in the midst of it. It doesn't really matter. But forgetting all of the shit I just said because it has no meaning. Hopefully you guys have learned something from this video. If you have, drop a comment down below. I'm always interested to see my ways of teaching and how they can be better and what people actually take out of these YouTube videos. So thank you for watching the video, and I will see you tomorrow, probably.